the most important thing, I think, is the participants, because they just got involved. They were able to muck in, literally sometimes, because we had a horticulturalist come in, so we did actually have muck. And they were able to just let themselves try new things. And part of that, and linked to that, is the environment that we were in. So most important for any course is that the whole environment is promoting wellness, and that means that someone smiles at you when you walk in the door, and that the whole environment there feels friendly. So I think this was my first time to work in Cosán, and the environment here is fantastic. Everybody is always happy and smiling, and everybody's really aware that people are whole people, and that even though this is a learning centre, we're not coming here just to nurture brains, we're coming here to nurture a whole person. And then within the classroom itself, valuing people's own experience in life, because especially for this course, because it was aimed at older people, the longer you've lived, the more experience you have. So everyone on the course had lots of experiences to draw from. And everyone, even though we were giving new information every week, or at least that's what participants said, and they learned something new every week, they always had things to bring to the table. So we were not starting off with just information to give. We were starting off finding out, what do people already know in this topic? And then moving from there into, well, what new things do you need to know? And from the very beginning of the course, I think it was important to make sure that participants knew that they were creating the course with us. A big part of this course was taking us away from the stress, I suppose, of thinking about all of our lives and trying to be perfect in every single part of it, and boiling it down to what are individual things, individual topics that you can look at in your life. And we wanted to create wellness habits. So over a 10-week course, you can start a new wellness habit. And we decided on a physical and mental or psychological wellness habit that we wanted to put into place every week. So the habits were literally just to do something active in the classroom every week, which got us the opportunity to do the Macarena, and to do some line dancing, and to do all kinds of great physical things. We played Simon Says, and we did lots of physical actions. And then to do some calming things, so things that helped us to focus. And participants said that they were really useful, that they had started to put those into practice in their own lives at home. Some of the topics now we wouldn't have been experts on some of the topics, so we had experts come into the course. So we brought in some professionals for a couple of different topics. Some of the things that we looked at were diet, for example. We did a session ourselves on diet and what we knew around diet, but we had the dietitian then come in and talk to us in a more technical way about really new information about diet and how, for example, the food pyramid is changing and the way that we are eating. So we also had a horticulturalist come in. We got to have a look at some plants and have a smell of some herbs and things like that, and talk about our health and well-being around nature. And we had a pharmacist come in, and we had occupational therapists come in and talk about the brain. So there was lots of really good information from people who really knew what they were talking about. So one of the other professionals that we brought in was a physical activity leader, and that really came well into the whole idea of adding more physical activity into our day. And we did some line dancing, and we did some chair aerobics together. And then from that, we had decided that we would do a trip where the whole group, in fact, both groups, went out somewhere. And because the physical activity leader was so good and everybody enjoyed it so much, we decided that we would go out and do that in the community somewhere. So there is a local group for older people where we went and visited their group. And we did, again, a little bit of line dancing. We did some bowls, and there was an opportunity just to see what the facilities are like outside in the community and other places. So that helped people to have links with other services as well. And I think that creates a much stronger community all around then.